Hi YouTube. Hi everyone. If you don't know who I am, my name is Kayla. I used to be a plant-based nutrition and running coach, but I wanted to make this video because I wanted to share an update on my sesamoiditis injury. So I created a couple videos because people have asked about my injury or they have asked me questions. I've had a couple people, even from YouTube, reach out to me about sesamoiditis. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. You can go to my previous videos to learn more about my injury and all of that. But basically, just to summarize it, I am a marathon runner. I ran 5 marathons, and last couple years ago now, I was training for the Boston Marathon, and unfortunately I got a stress fracture, and specifically I was diagnosed with sesamoiditis, so with a stress fracture. So because I have sesamoiditis, once that stress fracture is healed, it doesn't mean that my injury is ever going to really go away. I'm always going to have sesamoiditis. So I have to learn how to basically live with it. So it's been a long journey. It has now been, I don't know the exact days, but it has been about, I believe, a little more than a year. So last June 2022, June. So yeah, about a month or about a year and a couple months out. Recently, so I believe the last video I made was about 3 months ago, and that's when I had refractured it again. So once I refractured it again, what I ended up trying to do, because at that point I was really considering surgery, and I had reached out to other people that have had this injury, and they have told me, as runners, that was the best thing that they could have done, was to get the surgery and just have that bone removed. Now, if you don't know much about sesamoiditis, the sesamoid bone, there's two sesamoid bones in your big toe. And so it works as a pulley system with your tendon. There's two little bones next to it, and it works as a pulley system. So when you take out one of those bones, there are risks to that. I've talked to people that have had really great success and have been able to get back to running even at longer distances. For me, I wanted to try another way. I found out about shockwave therapy. It's ultrasound treatments to your foot. There are many other benefits of this treatment, but I guess, the benefits, or what they say that it can possibly do, and there is some research that shows that it can help that healing process and help to avoid surgery. So this is the non-surgical intervention that is possible if you have sesamoiditis. And I don't know if this is something that I'm going to have to do forever or for a long time. But I know I've been, was doing it weekly. Then we kind of changed to every 2 to 3 weeks. At this point, we're about doing treatments about every 3 weeks. I've been gradually getting back into running. I've been really just running 2 times a week. I've been focusing more on triathlon training, so doing more biking and swimming, and then just trying to slowly get back to running, which has looked like 2 times a week, and kind of run walk style. So I started with um 1 minute run, 3 minute walk, 1 minute run, 3 minute walk for about 20 to 30 minutes, and I'm gradually trying to increase that. I just ran about a mile nonstop, and then 5 minute walk, and then another mile nonstop. And that's the first time I've actually been able to run a full mile without stopping. So that is super exciting. But as I said, it's been a very slow process, and I've been really trying to, this time around, take this process slow and not push myself too fast. And since that has been, one of the weaknesses that I've had, trying to coach myself, which is why coaching yourself is so very hard, and why, as a coach myself, I do recommend and suggest, even if it's not me, find a coach, because it really can help, because it really is hard, especially if you're somebody that's competitive and wants to push yourself and wants to be the best, wants to reach your full potential and your fitness level. I really highly recommend getting a coach, because it really can help prevent injuries. Because coaching yourself is so hard. Even as a running coach and knowing all the knowledge I know, I push myself too hard, or I start to lack in other areas of my fitness, and that makes me weaker and more prone to injuries. So having that coach, having that accountability, making sure you're doing and also just making sure you're doing the things for recovery, doing the strength training, doing all these things that can prevent injuries is so, so important. I have amazing friends as well that are physical therapists that work with runners, and they specialize in working with runners because they know our personality, they know us, they are runners themselves, and it really helps working with those professionals to prevent these injuries. So I can't stress that enough. I just want to put that out there in the world, because getting an injury absolutely sucks. I mean, you could see me getting teary eyed. It is awful, especially when you are on the road to running Boston, and you can even see in sight that it's possible that you could run in the Olympic trials, that you feel like you're getting so close, that that goal or that dream seems like it's actually touchable, that it's actually not as much of a dream. It feels like it's possible, right? And then to get sidelined when the injury, it really sucks. And so I don't want anybody to land here. But if you are somebody, that does have an injury, and, has a similar injury, has a foot or ankle injury, or has sesamoiditis, just know that there are other treatments out there versus surgery. So if don't want to do surgery, I do recommend that you try those other avenues. I have tried physical therapy. I have tried this ultrasound treatments. So I'm trying everything that I possibly can, and not running. I have not ran in a really, really long time. So a year and a couple months. So it's been over 365 days that I have ran a mile straight without stopping. And so to be able to do that almost a year and a couple months away is amazing, because as a runner, even just a week, 3 weeks becomes longer and longer. It feels like you feel like you're losing yourself. You feel like you're losing your identity, and you don't even feel like you're a runner anymore. But you can heal from this. You just have to give yourself time. Patience is so, so important when it comes to this injury. And disclaimer, I am a nutritionist. I am trained as a dietitian. I am not a physical therapist. I am not a medical professional, orthopedic, chiropractor, anything like that. So I am just speaking from my personal experience. So disclaimer, just want to say that as well. Of course, always talk to, work with your medical team, work with medical professionals. It does really help to find the right medical professionals to work with. That has probably been the most frustrating thing out of my whole injury, is really finding somebody that really felt like they could help me. And so when I found my chiropractor who had this shockwave therapy treatments, he was really the only person that honestly, a medical professional that actually gave me hope, that we could treat this, that I could get back to running. And it's been really rocky. It has been really hard, because there are times that I did try to run a little bit too soon, and my chiropractor was like, Kayla, too soon. We can't be running yet. You're out of the boot. That's good, but we can't be running yet. So it really takes longer than you think. It takes longer than you probably want because I have, constantly pushed back. Well, I don't understand. It's been over a year. Why can't I run yet? This is torture. But as you know, if you follow me on social media, I've certainly been really trying other ways to stay fit. I've really enjoyed biking and swimming, and that's what led me to trying triathlon. So right now we're trying to hopefully get up to 6 miles and running, if that's even possible. I may have to consult with another medical professional and see if they feel that like that's even doable or realistic for me to do in the next 6 weeks, or if I need to change my downgrade my race because I can run. There is a sprint triathlon is only they're 3 miles, but currently I'm signed up for the intermediate, which is running 6 miles. So my goal right now is to still try to get myself up to that 6 miles. We're not quite there, so we'll see, but I can always downgrade. And you can always get out of the running. My last triathlon, I just did the swim and the bike. And that really has helped me to feel that I can still somewhat compete, that I can still do something. That's been really, really helpful. But just, keeping yourself fit, keeping yourself active with what you can do is so important. And just, really being kind to yourself is important. Talking positive to yourself and talking kind to yourself, being patient, and just, trying to stay fit, but thinking about and focusing on what you can do versus what you can't do is so important. And it will help you get to that the end goal. It will help you to heal and get back to running if that's your goal. So I just wanted to share an update on what's been going on and where we're at with my sesamoiditis injury. Of course, if you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I love that you guys have been reaching out to me, and I can certainly send you resources or send you to the right places to help you, get those right get connect you with those resources that can help you to help you to heal this injury. So I hope you are having a wonderful day, and I hope that we will talk again soon. But as I said, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out either here, or I am still active on Instagram, Facebook a little bit, but mostly Instagram. So you can certainly reach out to me there. And have a great day. Bye.